Hello, folks. My name is Max, and welcome back to part 2 of Ithaca's Empire in Total War Pharaoh. New font for that little title screen. Getting started, I'm taking a look at California. I still can't build that Temple of Poseidon. Been trying for so long, but our food little workshop, whatever, is going to be built pretty soon, so that's exciting. We got some items we can give to Alcaeus here. We'll give him the fine bronze armor. And then let's see, no items for him. Bummer. That's all right. We still have the food production thing, so that's going to get done next turn. But the Teleboans have attacked my little fort over at their island. So quickly jumping into that battle. We can see that they got their general over there, and then they have reinforcements coming in. So I'm going to just try and take out the general first. That way I don't have to worry about him, and that will probably hurt the morale of the entire army as well. So I'm going to set up my troops in a nice little line, get the missile infantry attacking him real quick. Oh, here he comes. He's coming in. He's attacking very graciously the middle of my line, so I'm able to flank him pretty easily on the sides. I'm trying to do more sort of cinematic stuff in these if I'm going to be moving troops. So when it's easy, we can see all my guys run by. Oh yeah, they're so excited. Go get them, boys. So then we'll fast forward. We can see the reinforcements coming in. I'm quickly trying to run over there with some troops. I've got the missile troops going, and you can see that I'm chasing down their general, and he just died, so that's awesome. So I'm moving my troops around, gonna try and flank them. I've got the archers going, trying to really focus on single units at a time with the missile troops, trying to just defeat them with ease. So with these clubmen, I'm gonna just really flank these guys that are now inside the fort. And then I make a decision, okay, let's kind of focus on their missile troops with my missile troops. Those guys are running. Nice. Let's see if we can't kill their general. And, oh yeah, everyone is running now. So it's just the missile troops we really have to worry about. I'm trying to chase down their troops as much as possible, just so that they don't come back, because I still have to attack their settlement. So killing them now will make that a lot easier for the next battle. All right, so you can see the battle ended. We chased him down a little bit, but didn't waste too much time with it. All right, and I think this was a decisive victory. Oh, heroic victory, in fact. Very cool. And I go with some replenishment because we're right next to their base, and we're about to attack there. We can see we got that ambition fulfilled, so 2,000 food into our coffers. Very nice, and we're just going to jump right into it. We're going to upgrade, and I think here we're able to get the battle loot, which gives us 20% more battle loot at the end of a battle. So that's pretty cool. I kind of take a peek. I'm noticing like my general or my army is a little rough around the edges. It's really not in my favor. I don't want to risk it, and so I decide, okay, we're gonna head on out, and we're gonna head back to my island so that we can replenish a lot faster over there. And I think this is the next turn, yes, and we're going to move some troops from one army to the other. We're replenishing quite heavily, but I also want more troops in this army. That way my new general, Alcaeus, can stay over here and keep getting troops, and I don't have to wait for him to be ready to help attack the Teleboans over at Hyrie. So I start getting a lot of troops here, and then I plan, all right, I'm gonna head over to Hyrie pretty soon. We can even get the forced march going, because they're the only folks I'm at war with. They only have an army of 1. So I'm not worried about them attacking me in the sea. But then the Curtis declare war on me. Big bummer. They're the other island over here. And so they decide, all right, we want in on this. We get to choose a new ambition, and I go with the bronze one because we are about to take a bronze spot. And so I figured that's going to work out best for us. The Telebones, I guess, decided, oh yeah, that's right. I got new babies. Now we got so many babies. So I'm going to go after Hyrie now with my big army. It's quite my favorite, but I want to fight it out because this is the first real settlement battle that we've had so far. So I don't want to waste that opportunity. So once deployed, we can see that it's going to become a bit foggy towards the end of the battle, but I'm not too concerned about it. I go ahead and I place my troops sort of along all of the entry points, kind of try and split up their defense. Be a lot easier for us that way. Once we get going here, you'll see that they start kind of rushing back. You can see those spearmen, or those swordsmen there, sorry, are already retreating. And so I kind of just full court press on them, and we'll see on the south side as well, they're kind of retreating back also. I think from the missile troops, I think they're a little scared. You can see I sent them in first. The melee troops are kind of just walking. So I decide split up my melee troops, have some chase them down, have some go the other way, maybe attack their missile troops on the north end. You can see their spearmen coming back, and so I quickly set up my troops in a manner that can defend my missiles. But they're real flighty. They're trying to set up their troops in a good manner, but they're not having much luck with it. All right, so their general made an appearance, so I went full court press on them with the missile troops, and trying to chase them down with the melee troops. On the north side, we're really hammering them. We have a lot more in numbers, and so we're just trying to make sure we're attacking their spearmen, getting them sort of getting their morale low down. Yeah, so now we're chasing those guys. We'll leave one guy to chase them. There's no other troops over there. Maybe we go try and take their victory point over there, help our morale. This battle does end up taking quite a long time, and so getting that morale is actually going to be key in the end. You can see that their general just died kind of unceremoniously. So you can see I'm moving some troops here into the center, into the town center. They're bringing some troops to fight us, and it's actually a pretty contentious battle up here. We have our troops going for the morale victory point, but oh yeah, we can see some awesome fighting here. Kick, stab.
I need a rest.
Yeah, my troops are getting a little wary. They've been running around a lot. I definitely try to take their victory points, beat their morale, and I think that's really what clinches it for us. They have quite a lot of troops left, and so it was a close victory. We'll see here in a sec just how many they had. Okay, I guess we don't. I only killed 260, so they still had about half of their army left. But with taking their victory points and killing their generals, they definitely were feeling the morale loss. So just by taking the settlement, we actually got the bronze ambition done, which is great. So now we have a ton of bronze, a ton of food, moderate amount of stone and wood, and a fair amount of gold too, which is all super helpful. So now that I have this spot, the happiness is pretty low. I'm not too concerned. I'm going to up the fishery here. Might as well get some more food. I'm currently negative in food production, so getting that would be great. And now I've unlocked the royal tradition. So I take a peek here. I'm looking, do I want to select a royal tradition? Do I want to forge my own path? I take a look at the forge your own path, and I see, well, I guess I'll wait for it. I see that it is only for like raiding. It's not really like, you have to raise settlements. You have to, it's not, it's the path of the marauders is the only thing available to me, which isn't great. So I'm going to go with the Aegean path, and that will give me access to a lot of cool options. The court, the power of the crown, the legacy I choose is going to be the Atriax one, the first Wanex, which is really cool. Gives some good dominance boost, but we'll see that in a sec. We can see Priam of Troy and Hector are the current leaders of this court of the Aegean court. So I see that the Logetus position is available. It would use up just about all of my gold. So I decide we're not going to go for that. We'll just try and get that embezzle plot going. And then here you can see Atreus, the first Wanex. And so now that I've defeated the Teleboans, the Curatus are the only folks that I have to attack. And so I'm seeing like, okay, I got to make sure I raise it. I got to make sure I kill, raid resources. There's very specific things to get done so I can maximize the amount of dominance points I get out of that. Mycenae gives me some bullshit trade. I don't go for that. And then you can see that the Curates actually have moved onto my island with a large army. I'm kind of scared for Califenia, so I move my my main army, Odysseus, over to Califenia, try and defend. I'm actually going to do a little swap here. I'm going to put Odysseus in Califenia because I don't want him attacked. He's currently in the forced march mode, and so he wouldn't have backup. So I don't want to lose him. So I move Alcaeus out and set up a fort to better defend, but they can still help each other out, give reinforcements to each other now that Odysseus is in. So still just setting up the embezzle plot really, and then I'll be able to use that in a couple more turns. But we can see the Curitas not wasting any time, very excited to have this big battle, and this is like both my armies, both of their armies, so luckily I have a bit of an advantage since it's my settlement and it's within the fort, which is even better, so I can defend the fort. You can see they have split their armies. They have their reinforcements coming in, my reinforcements coming in. I have a very small garrison here, so trying to defend with just the 4 or 5 units I have is going to be difficult, but I quickly try and get my troops into play. I decide, okay, well, let's try and take out this little grouping here. I have, the majority of my army against this little group. Should be a bloodbath. And I just kind of hope that the fort can try and defend as best as possible. And they actually do a pretty good job while I destroy that eastern little grouping of enemy troops. You can see they've all started to rout, so I'm starting to move my troops into the fort. I go after their missile troops with my chariot, which is Odysseus. I think Odysseus is on the chariot, maybe not. But either way, he's going after the troops. I rout that grouping of missile troops, send them over to the other ones. These guys on the western edge of the fort held out for a super long time. So I'm very proud of them. I think one of my generals did rout the fort general, so that was a bummer. But we have the other 2 generals, and so I'm not too concerned. We start getting into the fort, trying to take out their missile troops. They have so many. I've set up a little line here on the western edge for my missile troops to be, pretty safe, and I pretty much go all in on one troop at a time, trying to make sure they get got. Oh yeah, and we have a little slinger war down here, and I remember, I have this chariot. Let's kind of finish these guys up, and then maybe we can rotate in, either take out the archers or go back and take out those slingers, depending on how that goes. But we can see that we're already getting a lot of their troops to rout. It's mostly missile troops left, and it kind of just spreads from there. You can see all their troops are flashing now. Their morale is so low, and I'm going to get them all a route here pretty soon. And I think I spend quite a bit of time chasing them down too, because I don't want to have to fight these folks again, and if they're routing, it's a lot easier to kill them. So I quickly take them out. I try to kill their generals. You can see that's the victory for us, but I stick around a bit. I don't end the battle right away. Yeah, we can actually see, yeah, I use my chariots quite a bit, sped up here, taking out their routing troops. Chariots are so quick that they're good to get around the map and take out a lot of troops at once. And that's it. So it says a close victory. It felt pretty decisive to me. I feel like that showing of it is definitely decisive. So I definitely, I think we did a good job. Close victory though. I didn't lose too much. They routed. I destroyed one of their armies. And then Cassiopeia decides, okay, well, we're going to declare war on you now as well. So get to look forward to that. I go after these guys. I decide, all right, we're going to, mess you guys up, because I'm going to have to fight them again at some point. They're wicked weak now. They're in my territory. So best just to get it over with while they're here.
Enslave the captive.
All right, so I get back in there to replenish. I start recruiting for that army as well. I believe this is the next turn now. Yep, we have we can rank up a little bit. I don't think I think I add the tireless in battle just because I can. It's available really. I'll probably replace it with some loot one or something. There's a raiding one that's pretty good. I might go for that in the future. So Odysseus and his 4 little babies. So get to look forward to that. Be a little while, maybe, I don't know, 10 or so turns before they start really growing up, and I will have some cool generals that are within the family. So Cassiopeia kind of attacked me out of the blue, so I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. So I decide, okay, let's make a non-aggression pact with Troy, who's kind of, hates me the most. I also try this with Athens and with Gnosis, but they don't really go for it as well as Priam here does. So they take it. I'm happy because, I want to focus on some alliances here. I don't want to be at war with everybody at once. But then we take a look again at the court. We continue. It took cost 60 for the embezzle. So we're going to keep gossiping. Then for the next turn, we'll be able to get that embezzle plot all set. And I think we're winding down here. So I want to thank everyone for watching. I think I'm going to move my armies kind of close to left cast and prepare to attack them while they only have a small army over there. I do need to raise their fort or their post. Sorry, I need to raise their post, kill their general, and the big thing is raid their resources. So out of those things, I've already got 2 of them done. I'm kind of pointing out here, but there's a couple more I need to get done. So I'm going to move my army nice and close because they're just kind of hanging out, and left cast has a pretty small, only one unit there, only the general. So I want to get close, and that way I can start raiding next turn. Awesome. Well, thank you folks for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm having fun definitely playing as Ithaca. I think they're super cool. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you in the next part. All right. Bye, folks.